We are with Yaz Zachary, and she is the owner of Yaz's Table here in Abington. And I see some beautiful drinks coming.
Yes, we just ordered some lovely lattes.
This is the chai latte, excuse my reach, here you are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is the pistachio latte. Excuse my reach one more time.
Dessert.
Told you won't regret it.
Oh, look at that.
And this is the Yahweh latte. Excuse my reach again.
Beautiful.
And,
Thank
I
you.
saw Brooke over here taking the orders. Everything good over here?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay,
That is dessert.
let's see. Hot. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that incredible?
And we layer it on purpose because in Egypt, when you go to coffee houses, they have 3-4 layers when it comes to building the lattes. So it's presented in layers. So my staff is well trained. I know that when they first come on board, they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yep, that's what we do here." So we
Wow.
layer our lattes. You won't find anything simple at Yaz's Table. I mean, we like to take what you normally are used to and then take it to a couple
it
of
up
other
a
levels.
level.
Yeah, we have fun with it.
This may be a new addiction. That is delicious.
There are things on the menu.
Yes.
I do warn people. It does say careful, this is habit forming, so there are warnings on the menu.
Don't say you haven't been warned. Cheers.
Everything.
Mmm,
Go ahead.
that is so good. I could drink that all day long. I know that that's real maple syrup too, right?
Yes, it's 100% pure maple syrup from Vermont. We actually have this lovely family out in French Hill, and they come here, literally drive to deliver our maple syrup because we've been working with them for 7 years.
How long have you owned the restaurant?
Yaz's Table I opened in March 8th of 2018. So we're going on 7.5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was before that? Was it a restaurant or?
Yeah, so the gentleman who owns the ice cream shop next door called Cream, he had this side for about 2 years and he had called it Cream Etc. And he was running it where it was more of a breakfast style establishment with more of the, what you would normally find on most breakfast menus. So having to come on board and really redefine what was here and elevating it to where we're at right now, it's been great. And they've been great neighbors to have them next door. They've been around for almost 10 years now. I think maybe longer than that, don't quote me. So that's right. But this building has been so many other things. At one point it was Patty and Joe's.
What did you do before that? What was your background that made you decide to open a restaurant?
Right out of high school, I was actually went into criminal justice fields. I was going into the FBI program. My brother, he's a lieutenant in the state police. My father was also something in that nature when it comes to the force. And just naturally, having the men in my life in those roles, I just gravitated towards that in school. I was waitressing just to get through school. And as cheesy as this may sound, I fell in love with the industry so much that I quit what I was doing, really upset my folks, and dived right in. And I mean in every single role when it comes to the back of the house, the front of the house, dishwashing, running the line. As the chef owner, this has just been such a great opportunity to not only hire people from in every department, but train them the way that I would want a heart and soul to come through. I was a director of operations, opening and developing restaurants for about 15 years before Yaz's Table. And in between, I worked at some other other restaurants as management, running the floor or being in the kitchen. And opening my own place wasn't something that I had thought about doing after working for so many other owners, seeing the what they go through. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know if I want to volunteer for this. I enjoy my 2 weeks off. I enjoy shutting my phone off and then, but that doesn't happen now. But
yeah. This restaurant definitely has an Egyptian flair.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say you grew up in Abington though?
Yes, my family, we moved to Abington and we've been here for, I'm not going to give away my age, but we've been here for quite some time. And growing up in the Abington school system and just in this area, it's been quite the experience. After graduating high school, I more so went into the city for work, and then I traveled to help open other places and restaurants and such. And then the way the restaurant came about, it kind of found me more so than I found it. And as a woman of faith, I felt that God was really pulling me into this particular establishment and this particular place, being in my hometown. And then almost 8 years in, and I don't regret it at all. It's been such a lovely experience.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great. So tell us about the menu.
Yes. So the menu, it's New American with an Egyptian flair, and all of the Egyptian recipes are actually my mother's recipes. So she is one heck of a cook, let me tell you. And I'm just an inspiring woman. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for her support. And, with her, I come home and be like, Mama, today's been a hard day. And she's just, got to get through it, do your thing. But the secret behind my menu is that I know it's cliche to say, but we literally have so much heart and soul in our menu. My mother always said, good food doesn't start on this, on saute. Like, it starts with proper prep. So when that knife hits that potato, and you're doing it right and doing it with love, that's where good food starts. Not the people who are just, not to say that my line cooks don't have any part into it. They have so much involved. But having your heart and soul when it comes to the start of when you get the produce in and you're washing the vegetables, and a lot of restaurants, it's tough to keep up with that. It's tough to prepare things on that level, and it's not as profitable as you would think. Trust me, I've thought about it many times, but I'm like, I can't just buy pre-cut potatoes. I can't just buy pre-fried home fries. Like, we have to do it all from scratch, because that's how I was raised. But when you see people bite into their potatoes and you see people go into their food and they don't leave anything, it's that satisfaction of, we're not going to cut any corners. We can't. And like I said, that route is not as profitable as most places would want it to be.
Right.
But it's just who I am and my family, and how where we're coming from. So it's important that we display that.
That's amazing. So you are from scratch, and then do you try to get as much local as possible, which isn't
Absolutely.
always easy in New England?
I know. I don't claim to be completely farm to table. We are this type. People ask, what kind of restaurant are you? What kind of your menu is like? I like to say, because I'm in the neighborhood and this is my neighborhood, I want to feed everybody. So that when you come to my restaurant, it doesn't matter if you have a picky eater in your family, if you have a pescatarian, a vegetarian, you will literally be satisfied with certain things on the menu. And speaking of,
Oh my
Are we
goodness.
sharing everything today?
We can do that.
here we are.
Our avocado toast point
Yes, beautiful.
Oh, look at that.
What a presentation.
and our corned beef benedict. And I just need a moment for Dubai to.
Thank you.
You've got it. That looks beautiful. So is it the flavors that makes it different? The Egyptian. What are the typical spices that you use in Egyptian cooking?
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of cumin involved, coriander, garlic. I mean, there's quite a bit of garlic that's involved as well. And with that, also so much time taken in place too. So that was the other part. For example, this is my secret Egyptian hot sauce. I personally make this. In fact, nobody has the recipe to it. I make it all in-house, and then we bottle in-house and we sell it. And this is in a few retail stores as well. But when people ask, what does Egyptian food taste like? When you think about Mexican food, you're familiar with those flavors. You think of Indian food, you're familiar with those flavors.
Yeah.
But Egyptian food, people are really still kind of in that mystery of flavors.
Right.
So when you smell this, now that's Egyptian. Look at her face. It's hard to
wow.
explain.
It is. There's some spice in it, right?
Yes, and
Chilies?
it's more on the mild side. So it's funny
Okay.
because I do have it say here for the ingredients of the peppers, but there's a little bit of Egyptian fairy dust and lots of love. And this is food friendly. Why? Because as a chef owner, I put so much work in all of these dishes on every level that the last thing I want to do is give you something that's going to completely rob your palate of taste and flavor. So people literally drink this, which is wonderful. But after so many years, people have asked, Yaz, can you produce something that's spicier? And I usually am against anything that intense. But I just recently, literally 2 weeks ago, we released our red label. Now, this is all the same exotic flavors that people are used to, except elevated with ghost peppers. And let me tell you, it's been interesting working with ghost peppers.
Oh, you have to be very careful.
Yes, you do. But that's also available now that we just started rolling that out just the other day.
So did you learn how to use all of these spices from your mother?
Most of it is for my mother, the women in my family. Just being in the kitchen with them, being raised by my mom in the kitchen has been such a pleasure, honestly. But also, as a director of operations in my career, I've worked with some amazing, well-rounded chefs. Lydia Shire being one of them. I was with her for about almost 3.5, 4 years when we opened Scampo in the Liberty Hotel. The things that she's taught me just working next to her, a lot of it is how my mother taught me too. So just being combined with all of that has really helped me focus on unique flavors and coming up with things that are not so traditional. And I think that's what we're known for is that.
Wonderful. Tell us about your new bakery next door.
Yes, so we've had this for almost 7.5 years, and next door used to be a pottery shop, and she had recently left, and now I've taken it over for the last 1.5 years. It's now a bakery, a cafe. It's open 7 days a week. The restaurant's open 6 days a week, so the restaurant's closed on Mondays, but the cafe is open from 7 to 2 during the week and 7 to 3:30 on the weekends. And it's been such a great addition because a lot of people want to be able to come really quickly and leave, and with our elevated lattes and iced drinks, they want this, but they just don't have the time to come in and to sit down and enjoy brunch. So having next door has been such a great addition for the community, for people to be able to come, grab something really quick and still have it elevated, and knowing that it's going to be good quality, whether it's your lattes or your sandwiches, and then go on their way. So it's also been a great waiting place. So if anyone was to put their name in, they can go next door and wait for 15-20 minutes for their table and then come back. However, people don't wait that much anymore since we now have a new online system. So you can join the wait list from home, or you can even make reservations now. So that whole thing where people are like, oh, I can never get in Yaz's table. Well, that's over.
Oh, good.
And now people can actually, ahead of time, be able to book their table, which has been great.
And what are the hours in the restaurant?
Sure. Like I said, Mondays we're closed, but we're open Tuesday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. And then on the weekends, we're open from 8 a.m. till 3:30.
Okay, excellent. So you still only have breakfast and lunch.
I call it brunch because my whole menu is still available throughout. Even if it's 1 o'clock, you can still get whatever you desire. Some places would shut off the breakfast part and just go into lunch. So we call it brunch, yes. But we do evening events. A lot of times we'll book parties. People are coming in through, whether it's a birthday party or a wedding party. We do quite a few events here in the restaurant, as well as next door in the cafe. We'll have the cafe more set up as like a elevated cocktail lounge, which you'll get to experience and see. And we will be soon opening for dinners here. I'm not going to give away exactly the details of it yet, but people have been asking, and we're finally in a place that we can do that. So that's going to be really exciting.
That's wonderful. I was thinking this would be a great place for a dinner menu.
Absolutely.
That's excellent. Oh, my
and here we go with
pièce de résistance.
Yes.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
That is unbelievable.
Just for the camera. Here we go. Here we go.
The mince leaf over there. That is gorgeous.
Now this is our Dubai pancake souffle. You got souffle, I say, because it's the way it's prepared is airier and fluffier, and then in between, so it's pistachio flavored pancakes, and in between is our chocolate pistachio whipped mascarpone cheese, and then you have that layered and finished off with the crispy kunafa, whipped cream, more pistachios, and Godiva chocolate drizzle. It's ridiculous. I love seeing people's faces when they come to it, and then they don't know how to get into it. They're like, what do I do?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yes.
That is gorgeous. Well, your food is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Do you have any future plans? I mean, you've already expanded next door. Any other future plans or changes or expansions?
Yes. In fact, with the concept of the cafe, which I don't think I would have even thought of this if the space wasn't available, it has now birthed the idea of wanting to expand more boutique cafes in the South Shore. So there's a few locations that we're looking at right now, and having that being said, you get to still enjoy all the wonderful flavors, but more in a cafe bakery setting. But there'll still be some food available, like brunch items, but I only want one restaurant. I want people to still be able to come in, and I'm still here, and I'm still working the place and putting my hands in everything. Otherwise, I don't think it would be Yaz's table if I did. As a chef owner, it's so hard to walk away from it and to
Yes.
just go into other aspects. But
Yes.
it's been exciting.
Excellent.
I take pride in my menu being so different, where people can enjoy. It doesn't matter what dietary restrictions they have. I think I was going into the fact that we do every part of our menu right. So the farm to table part of the menu, we do that right. But then things like this isn't farm to table, but this is going to please that big brother of yours that enjoys that sweet tooth. I mean, my brother, he loves sweet things. And so when he comes out, this is what he's looking for. But when I go out, I enjoy things like this and like this.
Yeah.
My father, he's diabetic. So for him, you want to make sure that he's able to still find something that he can enjoy. I mean, even though I have 100% pure maple syrup, I still keep under our counter sugar-free syrup that we would buy from the store. Why? Because
Yeah.
I still want you to come and enjoy my food.
What is the biggest challenge for you of running a restaurant?
Never did I ever think that I would go through what we all went through when it came to COVID. We're still dealing with the effects of that roller coaster.
Yeah.
Things have changed. It's more of still trying to see where people are gravitating to when it comes to employees, when it comes to the work ethics, when it comes to food, or even the prices. Because at the end of the day, we still need to stay open and our lights to be on.
Right, absolutely.
And clearly, we don't cut corners with ingredients. So
No, you don't.
it's
What do you like the most about running a restaurant?
how much we actually affect people's lives. I mean, we have guests that come in, and people would wait for however long because they feel something when they come here. I know there's a few people who used to come in with their spouse, and then their spouse had passed. They still come in with their photo and on a ritual basis. And it's just to know that my place is that special, that people want to be able to still come and enjoy that. That's not just the food. That is the spirit that this restaurant holds, and that's my team. Because to hire the right team, that's another challenge. So keeping that spirit, being here and being available every day as that coach for my team. You should be here for pre-shifts every single morning. At 7:30, my entire staff, front and back, we all sit down, we have breakfast together, and then we talk for about 30 minutes. There's, of course, some training involved, but then we discuss all the good things, bad things, how we can make things better, how we can wow our guest experience, and the everyday doing that. They can't wait for 8 o'clock, so they can get up and then start, just truly like a true coach. So just being a restaurant owner, I'm more than just a restaurant owner. There's many layers to it to be able to run a place the way I have designed in mind, and keeping it sustainable. And that is tough, yeah. But I admire there's quite a few other restaurant owners that I've worked with in the past that have that same heart, and I think that combined has really helped me with the vision of keeping it straight. Don't let anything take you down, and just keep on going. And when you do go down, the whole thing is it's not about being perfect. It's about doing your best, not being the best. And that is something that I relay back to my team.
Well, I can't talk anymore because I've got to eat this delicious food.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't believe.
You got to get real maple syrup on there too.
Not yet. Taste it without the.
Oh, without, okay.
So much going on in there.
You don't need maple syrup on this. Excuse me while I take another bite.
She doesn't have a sweet tooth or anything.
No, I really normally don't. I like sweets, but I'm not.
No,
I know she mentioned that she's a very light eater, but
we
just
don't.
can't resist.
Okay. Marcia, what's this?
Avocado toast with the world on top of it.
It is loaded avocado toast.
Oh, it is. Oh. Well, I got the bread, but I'm going to go back to the goodies in a minute. I love avocado toast, but I've never had it quite like this before. It is delicious.
Yum.
So far, everything I've tasted is delicious.
So this is the
Yazzed up version of a corned beef hash Benedict. We actually take the ham, the whole ham, and we cut it into nice little cubes. We marinate the ham in sojouk spices, which is a traditional Middle Eastern sausage spice. And so we take the ham and we marinate it with that, and then we'll saute the ham on their own so they get nice and crunchy. They have like that nice crispy texture on the outside. Then we fold it into the hash. But it's not hash where you're the traditional shredded potatoes. We'll take our potatoes and smash it. So it's almost more of like a smashed corned beef hash.
This is what she said. The spices on there. And there's a crunch from the chickpeas. This is delicious.
Now spices as in aromatics, not spicy as in heat.
Right.
So that's another thing I think people kind of get a little scared. There's
Okay,
a lot of
that's-
spices, but not in the sense of spicy.
There's a little kick at the end, but it's not like, oh, hot, I need milk or something.
The kick that you're experiencing is from my hollandaise. It's a harissa infused hollandaise. So we just have a little kiss of harissa when we're making the hollandaise, just so that we can have a little bit of that elevated flavor.
This is unbelievable.
Yes.